Morning everybody, and welcome to our new screen. So as you can see here, we have a setup where we have on the left hand side our old hitting screen. This is one I typically see a lot of times in Japan, and one of the things I've noticed in Japanese screens is, we'll start down here, is that you can see there's not a lot of tension on the screen. It doesn't look quite as clean as you, for example, compare to the newer screen over there if you look. So you can see there's no bottom end as you would see on the old screens. In addition, the overall tension of the screen is actually a little bit less, which means in time you won't get a nice projected image. I like an image being nice and flat. And the reason is because it's actually intended with these bungees on both sides, once around the screen, which is a little bit different to what you see nowadays on the screens. You probably know what I'm talking about. And then finally, of course, one of the biggest differences is the color you would get from a hitting screen. So on the old screens, you can see it's more of a grayish, beigeish kind of white. And if you go over here to see on the new screen, you can see it's actually very much a bright white screen. So that'll make a big difference when you play virtual golf or practice on your simulator, because with two identical beamers, just with a different screen, you can see much more color and much more whiteness into the screen. So yeah, just to summarize, it looks much cleaner. You can see there's a much better bottom line and also more tension on the screen due to the different setup on the bungees. And for me, most importantly, the color is of course good. Another thing on top is the durability. What we've seen so far is that these screens last up to 2 years depending on how long you actually use it. So I'm hoping to see these in Japanese simulators quite soon so we can test them. And so far we've had this here for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and we're really happy with the results. So we're looking on how we can get those across Japan as soon as possible.